A smarter form of transportation.
Project presented by Team Mach 5.
FL team number 2619.
And here's our team.
I'm Eric.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Cliff.
And I'm John.
The history of transportation began in 3500 BC with a stone wheel, and it has evolved to give us the car, boat, and airplane that we use today. The World Wide Web has also been a huge revolution in transportation. And oh, I almost forgot. In 2009, Team Mach 5 attends their first FLL competition.
Mach
Mach 5, working as a team, we work together to achieve our dream of reigning supreme. Our scheme, to be gracious and kind, to show peace of mind, our thoughts intertwine will amaze mankind. Autonomous transportation. Why do we need it? The main reason we need autonomous transportation is to make up for the error that we have today. For example, in 2005, there were 10.7 million crashes in the US alone. Autonomous transportation. Why don't we have autonomous cars yet? The main reason we don't have autonomous cars is because the environments we drive through are very complex. If an autonomous car drove through these environments, the car would probably get confused and crash.
Current progress towards autonomous vehicles. One of the ways that we're making vehicles more autonomous is ABS, or anti-lock braking system. It was invented to make panic braking safer, and it automatically pumps the brakes when you are in a panic braking situation. Safety accessories. There are several safety accessories that are being incorporated into cars, one of which is the backup camera. It's a camera in the back of your car, so when you're backing out of the driveway, you don't have to turn around to see what's in back of you. Losing control. There are several ways that we're losing control of our vehicles, like the gyrobike. It has a gyroscope in the front wheel to help it stabilize.
Current research, what are they working on? They being universities. CMU and MIT are both working on autonomous transportation, and MIT has the car with the most sensors. Also, Stanford and Berkeley are working on autonomous transportation, and Berkeley Path is an organization that started in the mid-1990s. Cool races. DARPA organized these two races. In 2005, they raced in the desert, and in 2007, they raced in an urban environment.
ATNs, or Autonomous Transit Networks, are steps towards a completely autonomous network. And some benefits are that it improves safety and efficiency, it takes less space, and it's less expensive. San Jose is trying to solve this transportation by installing one of these, and it's basically a system of 4 to 6 small vehicles that are operated on or suspended below an elevated guideway. And this is how we see the future. Cars will park themselves in the street. GPSs will always give you the best real-time path. And all cities will have an ATN. And this is what we'd really like to have, but seems impossible right now. And it would make transportation a lot faster, including traveling at the speed of light and instantaneous teleportation. I mentioned this before, but the World Wide Web has a huge impact on how much we are in cars today. It was made in 1990 by Tim Berners-Lee, and it is almost a crude teleportation, and it helps us get information, communicate, and shop.
Unfortunately, our friend John here has to spend 94 minutes in a car a day. This is mostly because he goes to other cities to play with his tennis coach. This is unsafe, bad for the environment, and a waste of time. However, we now have a solution for John's problem.
Okay, our solution to my problem was using the World Wide Web. We use Skype desktop sharing to connect the coach to the player. And so then we have the player, 3 different cameras on the player to show the coach the different angles of their swing. And we interviewed a tennis coach, and we got the different placements of the cameras. And that's our presentation.
Before the presentation, we handed you a folder that has a copy of our presentation in it and a rubric addressing a brochure addressing all the rubrics. And then we also presented to Austin Creek Elementary, we presented to Austin Creek Elementary, a school near Coach's house, and Jones School, which is St. Francis Solano.
We'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. First Team 675, and thank you for your time.
This is a proof of concept for Team Mac 5 project. We are in a tennis court where the student will be, and the coach will be in a remote site looking at the student, and this is the view of the coach looking at the student, how it's performing in the cameras, the 3 cameras view. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, we have full connection, video and sound with the coach. There is 3 cameras sending information right now. This is camera 1 pointing at the sports student, and that's a team member, Kyle. Camera number 2 is pointing at the person that's playing with Kyle right now. Camera number 3 is again pointing at the student from a different angle. We are using Ethernet as connection. This is Skype remote desktop being used with a software that controls the 3 cameras. In future, the coach could record the information from the camera and do a zoom and do a slow motion. Now, since this is a proof of concept, there is a remote site where our coach will be, and he also sees the students in his computer. He's able to see, or in his device. And here, where's my coach? Oh, he disappeared. And you can see this is the information the coach can use. And again, is a full connection, video and voice, between the 2 remote sites. And we are using wireless Ethernet in this case. That's it. And again, a view of 2 team members playing Kyle in one side of the tennis court, and John at the other side.